And a chance for everyone to get some shots up. Find the touch. Find the range. Find themselves. We're almost at game time. Well, here we are, Clark, in the thick of the regular season. Must be hard for teams to maintain that focus game to game.
You know, I think it can be, but by and large, I think teams do focus on the here and now, one game at a time. I know that's cliche-ish, but it's the only way that you can really approach it. You've got to look at it one game at a time. Each game is an opportunity to build towards what you're trying to become as a team. Staying motivated, it's part of your job. That's how I look at it. You're assigned a task. This is what you do. Do it the best you can every time you step on the floor.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. They've got MP. Kobe White is out there with Miller. Then it's Knipple. And it's Diabate in at the center, filling out the middle. Pass to Sanders. Over in the corner, Mathurin. Outside, Batum. No good on the three. And so, MP will bring it up for Charlotte. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Hey, knocking down free throws in a hostile environment is really about the battle of the minds.
Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Oh, yeah, Kawhi Leonard. There's still some life left in those limbs.
Here's MP. It's called in by the Clippers. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Yeah, and the second chance points, guys, mean a lot over the course of the game. And they just had so few opportunities. And I think that was their Achilles heel.
Yeah, I agree. Hard to win games when every offensive possession is one shot, then a jog back the other way to play defense.
Puts the fadeaway right on the money.
It goes down, but with no defender near him, no need to go to the fadeaway.
One thing you can say about this Clippers organization, GA, resources will never be a problem.
Be a passionate and deep-pocketed leadership. You throw in the market size, and even if they're not the glamour franchise in L.A., they're no longer resigned to second fiddle.
Here's MP. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. It's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Miller.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Clippers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Nobody near Leonard. And it's MP with the rebound. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter.
He has not been at his most efficient this quarter.
Outside Mathurin. Jackson with the screen to the inside. Kicks it out to Leonard. Hits the jumper in space. 6 points for Leonard.
Nice start as he's knocked down 3 of his first 4 and has hit the ground at high speed.
Hornets trail by 4. MP outside.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And both free throws good for MP.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Here's Mathurin. Hasn't made one yet. To the paint. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And this is important to Mathurin's development. I like seeing his work on improving his ability to make plays.
And they double up MP. Here's Knipple. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And talking to Con Knipple, Greg, he has a burning passion to be great. Just tell him.
Yeah, he gets up before everyone else and goes to work. Some people have called him an old soul, just very mature and disciplined.
Bridges, he's checked in for the Hornets. LaMelo Ball comes in for Miller. Leonard, the pass to Jackson. Back to Leonard. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Strong move by Leonard that time. He knows exactly how to use his strength to get an advantage.
MP against Jackson. And that one's good. MP.
Hey, it's typically a positive for this offense when he's assertive and looking to score.
Jackson finds Leonard. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Leonard's got 14.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Batum, good.
Right back at you. Nicholas Batum with the answer. Determined to get those 3 points back as quick as possible.
Outside Ball. MP outside. Shot clock at 6. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And Los Angeles with some change. Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Now here's Beal. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Pistons in Detroit.
And equally spent as much energy on his D. I mean, 4 steals kind of tell the story.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Miles Bridges is out there with MP. And it's Knipple in at the 3. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Jazz did some really solid work. He dropped in 16 points, and as always, he was fantastic on the glass, a rebounding machine. It's been an incredible stretch for him, and we'll find out soon enough if he can keep it going. Send it back to you guys.
Thanks as always, Allie, for that great report. You know, GA, you wonder how much of that performance can carry over into this one.
You never really know what will happen game to game, but I sure wouldn't bet against him.
You can't bet against a guy like that. He looks like he's in a groove, focused, on top of his game. No reason that he can't keep it going.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Salon's checked in, and it's White in for Ball. Back to Batum. Shot clock at 5. They grab their own miss. Lopez. Basket good. And the Clippers lead by 7.
Because of that big body and 7-foot frame, Lopez a handful to keep off the glass.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Jones kicks to Sanders. Leonard looking over the floor. Kicks it out to Jones. Here's Sanders. And it's off from 3-point range. MP outside. The fader. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They've led by as many as 11 points.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Shoots a fader, and he gets it to go. MP's got 11.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter.
Close game so far through the first two. Get right back to the action when we return.
Hey, folks, welcome to the halftime show.
Well, they've worked the ball in.
Closer to the cup, the better.
Now let's change gears and talk a little bit. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And small and power forward, Leonard and Batum. Sanders is out there with Benedict Mathurin. And it's Jackson at the center position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And the shot is good. Batum's got his second basket.
Far from just a perimeter shooter. I like seeing Batum go to work in the painted area.
Down low, deflects the pass. White finds MP. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Leonard's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And in terms of efficiency, Greg, very little has changed with Kawhi Leonard.
In multiple years, he's been close to making the 50-40-90 club. A high-usage player who gets to his spots and also takes great care of the ball.
And the shot goes down. 13 points for MP.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 24.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Leonard against MP. White the pass to MP. Hits the outside fadeaway. MP's got 4 points now in the quarter. Clippers leading by 6. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Mathurin against White. Here's Mathurin. He gets that one. Mathurin's got 5 now.
They've come out hot this second half, hitting 3 of their first 4 shots.
MP looking around. Mathurin with the ball, and it's Miller picking him up. Leonard the pass to Jackson.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Nice pass in here by Charlotte. A nice shot by MP.
After 1-3 in the first half, there's his second right there.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the score?
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. You look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence that can also stretch the floor from deep.
Yeah, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. MP, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Back to Leonard. Six on the shot clock. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And the Hornets making a change here. Bridges checks in. And make no mistake about it, Kawhi Leonard-Clark can still take over a game.
Yeah, it's all about him being healthy. I mean, when he's healthy, he is unstoppable. The mid-range game is platinum level. He can make threes. His strength, driving to the basket and finishing, is so underrated, but clearly obvious because it seems like guys just bump off of him, fall off of him when he goes to the rack with force. Unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. It wasn't needed. Could have just kept it simple and taken the easy shot.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Inside, stolen by Jackson. Right side, Leonard. Leonard draws the double to the middle. And the dunk by Jackson.
Boy, the playmaking of Nicholas Batum vastly improved over the course of his career.
Sanders against White. Here's MP. Over in the corner, White. A three from MP. And he's good on the three ball. MP's got two now from beyond the arc in the third for Charlotte. On the wing, Mathurin. Back to Leonard. And the rejection by MP. Just 5 to shoot. Kawhi taking no chances.
Another big night in the career of Kawhi. What a devastating player he is. Fun to watch, too.
So, and it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Then there's Miles Bridges. Then it's MP.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for him this half. You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Ball finds MP. Back to Ball. Miller outside. MP outside. 6 to shoot. Puts up a three. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And Jones has it in the corner. Launches it. It's rebounded by Charlotte. MP's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Even though he hasn't found his groove tonight, his teammates are picking him up.
It's good.
You trust him and expect him to make those mid-range jumpers, especially against loose defense like that.
Jones with the screen on Ball. And Beal kicks to Jones. Leonard, the open look. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. And now that's 35 points for Leonard. MP, good.
Ball has wasted no time showing off his passing skills. A really gifted distributor.
Outside Leonard. Off target with his three. Hornets trail by 16. MP, no good. 2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. They double team Beal. Clippers moving the ball around to the paint. Here's Lopez. What a terrific move that was.
And amidst the tall timber, he's right at home. Extremely comfortable. Lopez getting it done.
MP outside. For the three. Sinks the three-pointer. MP's got 9 points now in the quarter.
This guy knows how to get it done. He knows what he's doing out there. Nice job from the three-point line this half.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Isaiah Jackson, he's checked in for Lopez. Batum comes in for Jones. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Miller. And Sanders subbed in for Bradley Beal. The Hornets also changing it up. Diabate's checked in, and it's Knipple in for Miles Bridges. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He encouraged them to keep on the pressure, saying, you guys are forcing a lot of turnovers, and it's because you're communicating and working together as a unit. Keep it up. Defense is clearly a priority.
Allie, thank you so much.
Well, I tell you, I'm a big fan of the way Mathurin plays the game.
Hornets trail by 18. MP outside. Over to the wing. They set the pick. Pass to Diabate. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Los Angeles leading by 16. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Leonard on the wing, covered by MP. Leonard against MP, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
This is how dominant Leonard can be. And once he finds his comfort zone, he keeps his foot on the gas.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Now, here's Batum after the miss from MP. Tries it from 19. Ball with the rebound. MP.
Ooh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
Mathurin with the ball. Light covering. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
Kawhi. Now Mathurin takes the three. Does not go in. MP inside. Guarded by Jackson. 1:35 left to play in the final quarter. And it's Sanders with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. It's a 13-point game. And down goes the three.
That's clearly a recent trend. Big guys who can shoot it from distance.
And so it's Leonard with it. They'll bring it up for L.A. Now Jackson. Here's Leonard. Lets it go from 14. MP with the rebound. Lets loose a three. And it's off. Clippers leading by 10.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Clippers.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And tonight they will knot up the season series one apiece. You got to think they had that loss earlier in the year in the back of their minds. They showed a really nice response here tonight against the Hornets.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kawhi Leonard.
Tremendous contribution from him scoring the basketball. Everywhere you look, his fingerprints were all over this game.
Now Mathurin. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. He's off from three. MP. And get the three. So the Clippers winning this one easily. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage.
Hey, Dad.
Hey. Better.
Because I don't want my last memory to be of you again.
What, too far, too soon? What?
No, that was actually funny.
All right, fellas, listen up.
Hey, ready, NP?
At the point guard position, 6'8", number 77.
We're just about halfway through the season, RJ. Is it too early for struggling teams to hit the panic button?
Some teams need to make changes. That's no question. But now isn't the time for GMs to start making knee-jerk reactions.
And it's James with the jam.
Getting inside positioning is what he wants. Like, once that man gets in there and gets moving, oh, he's going to finish that dunk.
And now